Good evening. What's up, stuffed animal king, and number one Yankees fan out there is Eagle Fang. Eagle Fang. That's I saw top of the ninth up there. I changed that. Yeah, not the number one Yankees fan, Eagle Fang. I wish I had a. I need to get that little. You can like have the clap. I need to do that little. What you want to call it? Yeah. I'm not that. I'm not that savvy enough to know how to add those zingers in the streams. I did look up. I did look up about how to put an AI person next to me, but it's just really involved. I'm about to get somebody who knows what they're doing. Yeah, I saw Ozzy passed away. I'm surprised the guys was living as long as he did. And Honey Badger retired from the Saints. We don't know what to think about that. But I don't think about that because our defensive backs are horrible to begin with. So now we're gonna be down somebody. So now we're probably gonna get somebody from the UFL that's gonna suck even more than the Honey Badger. So, oh well. Oh well. Yeah, Honey Badger retired. Sharon deserves everything from Ozzy's estate. Sharon. Remember that talk show she had about 20 years ago? What the hell it was? When she was like, it was like they were lounging in bed and shit. It was really weird. Yeah, it was really, really weird. Man. Whew. If you had long hair, you look like Ozzy on a cosplay. Yeah, the Saints need to be cooked. You know, I've said before, the Saints need to finish bottom four in the league. That's what they need to do. And they've been needing to rebuild ever since Sean Payton quit and Drew Brees retired. That's when they should have started the rebuild. But they didn't do that shit. So you're on a plane right now. Where you flying to? Well, the baseball game is good today. White Sox and no. Well, Boston and the Phillies might be a good game. Yeah, Boston and Phillies. Which one I want? Do I want to watch Nesson or NBC Sports? Watch Nesson. Yeah. I'm not talking about the Saints. I like the white helmet. The gold jerseys, I don't know. They don't match the freaking gold on the fleur-de-lis. Somebody needs to get. I don't know. They don't like the gold jersey. Don't match the gold on the fleur-de-lis. It's like mismatch. I like the white helmet though. I want to. I gotta find on like eBay or Temu or something or the white helmet. The new white helmet. I gotta find the mini helmet. So that's what I thought too. Oh, good. Somebody else thought the same thing. You going to Hawaii? Well, have fun. At least somebody else saw the same thing I did. The gold jersey don't match the gold on the Florida League. It's it's not matching. But yeah. What's up, Randall? I know Ozzy passed away, man. Can't believe Ozzy is. Can't believe he lived as long as he did. To be honest with you. All right, today we got a goal for the stream today. Yesterday we had 372 views for the Yankees Blue Jays, which really isn't that good, but it's better than what I've been getting, like 200, 180. So, come on, YouTube. This is the live play-by-play of the New York Yankees and the Toronto Blue Jays. Major League Baseball on Goose Sports. I hope the bots are listening. Hope the bots are listening. Yeah, I was told I looked on Chat GPT. I was told to say like what the title of your video is of your stream, because sometimes the YouTube bots are listening. They better be listening. I told you I'm on a quest. I'm on a quest to get like at least 20 people in here consistently. So. All right, Yank. Oh, they're showing Stanton's home run yesterday, which was the only highlight of the night. So, come on, freaking yes. Yeah, and yeah, they're now going to show the errors by Volpe and Peraza. They're going to show Ben Rice striking out with just staring at the pitch. So, yeah. Yeah, getting close. I've been on Blue Jays too. I know Ozzy. I'm surprised he's lived as long as he did, Rich. I mean, he's been. I don't know, man. I mean, how much drugs he did back in those days. We got Max Scherzer on the mound for Toronto against Cam Schlittler. Schlittler? It's like Schlittler? How you pronounce his fucking last name? I thought he pitched pretty well his first time out. Schlittler. Man, that's going to be a freaking name to be tongue-tied with, man. Fuck. I do pretty good with Canadian football. Just yeah. What's let's see. Ozzy's your favorite musician. He was, well, he couldn't talk worth shit, but when he sang, he should when he should have, when he was talking to people, he should have sang. That way you understood what he was saying. But if he had to just like talk to you, he was incoherent. Oh yeah, they're showing Stanton's home run last night, which was the only highlight of the night. Last 13 games, he's hitting 325, 5 homers, and 13 ribbies. OPS of 1.163. Man, Max Scherzer, he's still pitching. Man. Man. Is it weird? I'm starting to get aggravated that the Yankees are losing. What's up? What's up? Yeah, I mean, what's up, Stuff Animal King? Yeah, one of these days we're gonna get like 20 people in here. I'm telling you. So, what's this? With this commercial, it's actually a different commercial. FOMO TV. What the hell's FOMO TV? Another freaking app. Man, that water went down fast. We're back. I gotta get me like a bigger jug of water. I gotta get me a bigger jug of water. Man. So, all right, we got. Let's see what Boone has done to the lineup today. Let's see what. Let's see how Boone has fucked with the lineup today, and let's see he's probably changed it up. He's probably has Volpe leading off or some shit like that. So Max Scherzer coming on to rubber. We got Grisham, Bellinger. Yeah, he has fucked on Judge, but Grisham, Bellinger, Judge, Chisholm, Stanton, Rice, Wells, Vivas, and he has Vivas playing and Volpe. Man, he's fucked the goddamn up so much. So Max is 1-0 on the season, ERA of 4.7. So Boone fucking with the lineup again. Alrighty, here comes the pitch to Grisham. That's going to be a strike. 0-1. That pitch looked a little low, but it's a strike 0-1. So Scherzer will come set. 0-1. And inside, 1-1. Looks like another sellout crowd up there in Toronto. The 1-1 is fouled back. 1-2. Trent batting .255 on the season, 17 homers and 38 RBIs. It's hot. Let me go get some rain, man. I think the Yankees are going to lose. NC Fire. I hope you didn't bet any like money. I hope you bet like the fake points on the stream. So 1-2 to Grisham. And the pitch is fouled. Back stays 1-2. 1-2. 97 degrees. Damn it, that's hot. Here comes the 1-2 to Grisham. That ball's going to be hit to right field for a base hit. So lead off a single for New York. Here in the first, it's going to bring up Cody Bellinger. Loperfido in left, Luke's in center, Barger in right. Then you got Wagner at third, Bichette at short, Clement at second, Guerrero at first, Springer's the DH, and Alejandro Cartman Kirk behind the plate. Then we got Bellinger up. That ball is going to be hit to right field. It's going to drop down for a base hit. So Yankees going to have runners at the corners with Judge coming. Oh, no, actually Bellinger goes to 2. We're going to have second and third. And it's Judge coming to the plate. Tomorrow's supposed to be one of the hottest days of the year in South Louisiana. Yikes. Hope everybody's AC keeps up. So Judge coming to the plate. We got 2 on and nobody out in the top of the first. Here comes the pitch to Judge. There's a strike. 0-1. Yeah, Max is not what he used to be. He's definitely not in the prime of his career anymore. And the 0-1 is a strike, another strike, 0-2. Come on, you got to swing a bat, Judge. So quickly 0-2 to Judge. He's been potentially walked 6 times in the last 5 games against Toronto. Time is called. I don't think they're going to walk him here. All right. So 0-2 to count the Judge. Now, Yankees bullpen isn't good either. They stink. 0-2 pitch. That's going to be low. 1-2. So 1-2 to count. To the Judge. That's another low again. 2-2. So 2-2 to count to Aaron Judge. 2-2 the count. And the 2-2 coming to the plate is 3-2. That's a low and away, 3-2. So 3-2 to come in, 3-2 coming to the plate, the Judge. So Scherzer looking in. Here comes the payoff. Pitch. And swing and a miss. That was ball 4. 1 down. Jeez. That was ball 4. Judge does swing at some bad pitches. As good as hitter as he is at times, he does chase. This pitch was a ball. He should be on first base. Then we got Chisholm at the plate batting .250. And the pitch is high. 1-0. Should you? I don't know. Should you or should you not? That's not a question I'm going to answer. So 1-0 here to Jazz. The pitch is 2-0. Now, Yankees should have the base loaded right now. If Judge would have been a little more, been so aggressive at those swings. So 2-0 to Chisholm. And the pitch is a swing and a miss. 2-1. 2-1. They don't take him to walk yet, but he's got to get on base, man. When you have a chance to get on base, you got to get on base. Can't swing at a bad pitch. If he hits that pitch, it's going to go nowhere. That pitch was low and away. It was going to go either fouled off or. But 2-1. We fell back. 2-2. You're right, they don't. That's one of their problems. Is they don't string together. Although they did to start the inning, but they rarely get 3, 4, 5 hits in a row. Like base hits. 2-2. That's 3-2. They rarely get those kind of hits in a row. But it's not what their analytical department wants them to do. That's why they stink. That's why they got guys who can't hit like Volpe and Vivas and Barraza. Payoff pitch. Chisholm swings at it. It's hit well. That might be gone, and it is. Home run. Jazz. Chisholm. Yankees lead 3-0. Man, talk about home runs and they hit one. Talk about home runs and they hit one. Eh. 3-0 to New York here at the first. You're right, Randall. Their analytical department think it's better to go 1 for 5 with a homer than 3 for 3 with 3 singles. As Stanton at the plate. And there's a ball 1-0. But so one of the Stanton's been hot as of late. Last 13 games. And the 1-0 is a strike right down the middle. 1-1. Yankees off to a good start. Will they? Yeah, I guess. That short-lived Karam. That ball, Stanton swings at it. Right field. It's gonna be playable. 2 down. That's gonna be just short-lived Karam. Two down. I bet my Yanks. They're not my Yankees. Here's a pitch to Rice at the ball. 1-0. I bet my points on Toronto Austin. So Rice at the plate. He struck out to end the game last night just by staying in there. That ball's popped up. Third base side, and it's a third out. So Yankees do get some runs on the Chisholm homer, and they lead 3-0 going to the bottom of the first. Yeah, Scherzer's, in the twilight of his career. Rising Rhino in the chat. What's up, Rising Rhino? How you doing? Just changing the innings here. What's up, Rhino in the chat? Ready for Thursday for some Canadian football, eh? Got some Canadian football on Thursday. The Calgary and Montreal, I think. I don't remember what they were said Sunday. I can't remember shit. Yeah, so. Yeah, I can't wait for LSU football too. Brian Kelly better do something this year. Let's go to the playoffs. I don't think they're doing that. I don't think they're going to the playoffs. I think they're going to some crappy-ass Florida Bowl again. All right, so the Blue Jays come into the plate. You got Lukes, Springer, Guerrero, Bichette, Barger, Kirk, Loper, Fido, Clement, and Will Wagner. There's your lineup for the hometown Blue Jays. So Cam Schlittler on the mound. He's 1-0. Area 5.06. Did have 7 Ks and 2 walks in his first start. I thought he pitched really well for his first start. So he's had 12 days of rest. Here comes the pitch to Lukes. There's a strike. 0-1. 0-1 here to Nathan Lukes. 269 average, 5 homers on the season. So Schlittler going to come set. And the pitch is a foul. Yeah, foul 0-2. Nice camera angle there, guys. Nice camera angle there, guys. So 0-2 to count. There's Schlittler looking in. Here comes the 0-2. That's a grounder. Volpe has it. 1 down. So 1 up, 1 down. Volpe. Nice play, Volpe. 1 down. Nice play, Volpe. 1 down. We got Bellinger in left, Grisham in center, Judge in right. Vivas, Volpe, Chisholm, and Rice around the infield. Stanton, the DH, and Wells behind the plate. We're going to have George Springer, the Yankee killer, at the plate. Although he wasn't a killer last night, but his team won. There's a ball 1-0. Philadelphia up 3-0 over Boston. Here comes the 1-0 to Springer. It's inside, 2-0. Up and in, 2-0. I've seen baseball with jersey patches, basketball. Here's a 2-0. 3-0. When's the NFL doing that? When's the NFL going to get in on this revenue idea and put, jersey patches on? Surprised it hasn't happened. 3-0 pitch is ball 4. So a 4-pitch walk will put Springer at first. Because it's about money nowadays. NBA teams have found a way to get it. NBA teams have found a way to get the money. Baseball has the patches on the jersey. I don't know if hockey does. I haven't really paid attention to hockey. So Guerrero at the plate. There's a strike. 0-1. NFL tickets are so expensive, man. They got to pay all these salaries. Got to pay all these salaries to people. When you get players getting $50 million a year, somebody's got to foot the bill. And that's 0-1 going to miss. The Guerrero 1-1. The wild card race should be interesting now that they have they've had three wild cards, so it kind of gives more teams chances to make the postseason that normally wouldn't make it. And a 1-1 is a strike. Count goes to 1-2. And the Braves have struggled this season. I think they're last time I checked, they were 10 games under 500. All right, so 1-2 to Guerrero. It's Schlittler comes set. Here's the 1-2. That ball's hit up the middle for a base hit. So Toronto will have 2 on and 1 out here in the first. First and second. Going to bring up Bo Bichette to the plate. Yeah, Boston's playing well. Seattle has a chance. So that's one good thing about having the 3 wild cards is give some teams chances that they're not going to win the division. But all right, Bo Bichette, 12 homers on the season, 282 average. Good runner at first and second. The pitch is a strike. 0-1. Yeah, the Braves were way out of it. Like, they would have to go like on a 10-game win streak to get back in it. Here's the 0-1 to Bichette. There's another strike 0-2. So quickly 0-2 here to Bo Bichette. Here in the bottom of the first, 3-0 the Yankees. Here the 0-2. And swing and a miss. 2 down. Good pitch there. 2 down. St. Louis Rocks. Number gain in the house. Rest in peace to Ozzy. Yeah, Ozzy Osbourne has passed away, man. I guess I'm surprised he's surprised he's made it this long. So Barger at the plate. I thought he was going to live to 100, honestly. Yep, I didn't want to know. Why is his name green? Because he's a member of the channel. He's a member. So 1-0 here to Barger. And the pitch is a strike, 1-1. This is a pitcher-friendly ump. So 1-1 coming to Barger. Has hits to left field. Going to be a base hit. Let's get the center runner home. They will. And he is going to be safe at the plate. Ball gets away. Runner goes to third. Second and third. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. First and second. They had to roll on the screen. First and second. We got running to first and second. It's now 3-1. $1.99 a month is the $1.99 a month. I was trying to think. So we got Alejandro Cartman at the plate. That shouldn't make fun of this dude. The guy's batting .309, but he's just short and stocky. Here comes the pitch. Swing and miss. 0-1. Well, thank you for becoming a member. It's 0-1 account. Here to Kirk. And the pitch is, what would we call that, a strike, 0-2. To the count. Loperfido on deck for Toronto. And the pitch is popped back out of play. Stays 0-2. You too broke. That's all right. That's all right. Even you being here chatting gives me a penny. So it's all right. Even though you're not really super chatting, you watching actually gives me a penny. Now YouTube makes they make 99 pennies, and they give me one of those pennies out of the dollar. They give me one of those pennies. All right, so 0-2 to count. Here to Kirk. Got two down in the inning. 3-1 the Yankees up over Blue Jays. Well, that's right. You work at I got to keep work at the Amazon plant bright and early. Here comes the 0-2. And swing and a miss. Chase that one. That's strike number 3 for out number 3. So we'll go to the second. Yankees lead 3-1. You got Wells, Vivas, and Volpe do up. Vivas sucks so bad, man. Yeah, grant me a penny. Vivas sucks so bad. I don't know why he even plays, man. Yeah, helping the drive. Yeah, you're the Amazon dude. Drivers. Get 20 outs. There we go. New game. Top of the second. I gotta go find that fucking thing. I saw it earlier. Man, shit. Ready. Man, gee, that was. Why they start these name innings? Why they start these name innings so damn quick, man? Damn. So Wells the plate. And they already got 2 pitches in this damn inning. Here's the 0-2. And that's gonna be a foul. Well, what's up with all these goddamn these half innings start so fast, man? It's like you used to have time. So 70 degrees up there in Toronto. Feels like 72. That's comfortable. Here comes the 0-2 to Wells. That's a late strike 3 call, 1 down. Man, late call, 1 down. This is my job. YouTube? No. This is a hobby. This is a hobby. I don't make much money on YouTube. So we got Vivas at the plate. He's batting a cool 173. That pitch is hit foul. 0-1. Yorbit. His name is Yorbit. 1 homer, 5 RBIs on the season. Here comes the 0-1. That's going to be fouled. 0-2. Yankees they have a black hole at short and third. 2 automatic outs in the bottom of the lineup. Here comes the 0-2. That's going to be 1-2. Miss high, 1-2. Nice little Scherzer looking in. Here's a 1-2. That's going to be 2-2. That's off the plate, 2-2. So Scherzer coming set. Here comes the 2-2. And as we popped up on the foul territory, and Guerrero makes the catch. 2 down. Quickly 2 down in the inning. Yeah, go figure. Did you really think that he was going to get a hit? Right now, Volpe at the plate, batting 9th for the first time this season. I think they should move him up in the lineup, actually. As bad as here he is. Here's a pitch. Inside, 1-0. As horrible hitters, I think they should actually move him up in the lineup. 214 average, 12 homers, and 53 RBIs. And the 1-out is popped back out of play, 1-1. So 1-1 to count. Here to Volpe. And the 1-1 is a strike. 1-2. 1-2. Here comes the 1-2 to Volpe. And that's 2-2. 2-2, Peter Volpe. All right, so Scherzer looking in. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And Volpe swings at it, grounds at the short. And there's going to be the 3rd out. So, Yankees go in order 1, 2, 3 in the second. Bottom 2 we go. Loper, Fido, Clement, and Wagner do up. 7, 8, 9 a lineup for the Blue Jays. Yeah, so the Yankees will be stuck on those 3 runs until about the 7th inning. Yeah, that's my prediction. My prediction is they'll be stuck with these 3 runs until the 7th inning. Hey! Come in here. What you growling at? Come on. Want to go inside? Come on. Come on. All right, so we're going to go to the bottom of the 2nd inning. 7, 8, 9 do up in the lineup for Toronto. I need the Jays to lock in. When the Yankees turn to their bullpen, that's when this game is going to turn away from them. His birthday. His birthday. Somebody's birthday in the broadcast booth. Man. They eat cake up there and all that kind of shit. All right, so Loper Fido at the plate. Here comes the pitch. It's a ball high. 1-0. Woo! Number 1. Man, number 1? Man. Here's a 1-0. There's a strike 1-1. Man, if he played that senior year, this is my job. No, this is not my job. People don't make money on YouTube unless you have hundreds and thousands of subscribers. Felipe Fido grounds out. 1 down. But man, he had a hit. The freshman year was pretty. He had a decent freshman year in 2010. Here's a pitch to Clements. There's a strike on 1. Just sucks that he didn't have that 2012 season. So 0-1 here to Clements. And the pitch. It's high, 1-1. I mean, Kevin Falk, man, had a really good career. And he was there 4 years. Here's a 1-1. That ball's hot. Back out of play, 1-2. Got eating cake in a broadcast booth. Here's the 1-2. That's gonna be foul out of play. Remains 1-2. Here comes the 1-2. That's a grounder to third. Nice play by Vivas. Toss to the first, but he's going to infield single. Infield single. Yeah, they weren't going to get him. So 1 out and 1 on. Wagner to the plate. And nobody wants to give Kevin Falk any kind of. Man, Kevin Falk. Don't you remember how killed Kevin Falk was? Man. All right, so Wagner at the plate. That's a ball inside, 1-0. And before, our time, that they had players that were really good, like Casanova. Wasn't he like a 3-time All-American? Here's a 1-0. There's a strike. 1-1. One and one. Here's a 1-1. That ball's foul out of play 1-2. Are you addicted to gambling with those fake points? Yeah, it does get addictive when it's not like real money. It's like, oh, I lost, so what? Here comes a 1-2. That's 2-2. And you got 4 net, 5 all time, and you don't have any old timers. You don't have any you don't have Casanova, Stovall, Cannon. 2-2 pitch. That's 3-2. Y.A. Tittle. That's why it's hard to name a top players, because LSU football has been around since 1893. So I'm addicted when it's real money. So 3-2 pitch coming to the plate. That runner goes. It's ball 4. Should give points away at the 7th inning stretch. Yeah, could be an idea. You might have given me an idea. Right, so Nathan Lukes at the plate. He's 0 for 1 with a ground out back in the first. So Nathan Lukes the plate. Here comes the pitch. That's being foul out of play. And what you gonna do with Eric Martin, Wendell Davis, Josh Reed. You forgetting about all the receivers LSU's had. No Chase, Jefferson. That's why it's hard to say a top 5. Here's the 0-1. That's gonna hit the left field for a nope. Bellinger makes a catch. 2 down. Nice sliding catch. 2 down. Yeah, but the Honey Badger, man, he. That's why I think if he played in 2012, they might have won it in 2012. If Honey Badger doesn't get kicked off the team. They should have won in 2011 if Les Miles had any kind of smarts in him in that rematch, but he didn't. So Sprinter's up. Les was just an idiot in that second rematch. That's a ball 1-0. Yeah, see, yeah. See, I'm sleeping on Dorsey. You see, now that's somebody I'm sleeping on. But you're right, Dorsey was a really good defensive lineman. There's a ball 1-1. I'm sorry, 2-0. 2-0. Read the count wrong. 2-0. When there's the betting end, I usually forget to end it. Here's the 2-0. And it's fouled back out of play, but I should end it like in the 3rd inning. What I should do. But usually I forget. Sometimes I forget to close it out. 2-1. Swing and a miss. 2-2. There's been no they can cost a second, but runner's back safely. 2-2 here to George, the Yankee killer. Man, if you want to lose weight, man, just go sit out in the hot sun all day. Here's the 2-2. And it's going to be ball 3. I don't think did Dorsey get invited in 07? I'd have to go look that up. I'm not sure. He might have. Here's a 3-2 pitch. It's foul back. He might have gotten invited in 07. Dorsey. I wanted the Saints to draft him, but we drafted that guy from USC, Cedric Ellis. But both of them had knee injuries in the NFL. Both of them really didn't do anything. So, Dorsey and both Dorsey and Cedric Ellis both had injuries in their careers, and they both didn't amount to anything really. So 3-2 coming to Sprinter. And the pitch is fouled again. Fouled again. So Cam Schlittler had 22 pitches in the first, 24 now. That's not ideal. He's not going to go maybe 3 or 4 this rate. 3-2 pitch is high. Now the bases are going to be loaded. Bases are going to be loaded for Vladimir Guerrero Jr. I gotta go find. I gotta go find uh, a card shop like baseball, football, football. So Vladimir Guerrero Jr. at the plate. He's 1 for 1, single back in the first. Whatever. I never noticed his dad at the game, so I guess I'm pretty sure his dad goes to games, but I never see the camera showing his dad. So Vladimir Guerrero Jr. at the plate. Bases are loaded, and there's 2 down in the second for Toronto. And Slipper coming set. And the pitch. It's a strike. 1-1. Oh and 1. And here comes the 0-1. That ball's popped up along the infield. Vivas is there, makes the catch for the third out. So Toronto loads them up and leaves them loaded. They got Grisham, Bellinger, and Judge due up in the third. Yeah. I like how Nightbot gambles. Yeah, Nightbot gambles too. There. All right. Now here's that same commercial again with Marcus Stroman, this Delta commercial. I said they must only have a certain amount of commercials they show on MLB TV, and this is one of them. This is one of them. I gotta gamble. Let's see. Let's see if I can win some. Ooh, I won points. All right. I won. Good deal. Good deal. Let's see, when I do the slot, see, it doesn't let you, sometimes it doesn't let you bet back to back. Watch. Let's see what it does. Sometimes it doesn't let you bet back to back. You have to type something else. Oh, there, I ask and I shall receive. I think they just showed Vladimir Guerrero's dad. No, it did work. Never mind. I think I ask and I shall receive. I think they just showed, wasn't really paying attention, but I think they showed Vladimir Guerrero Sr. Here's a pitch to Grisham. There's a strike on 1. Well, he finished 9th in the 07 in the Heisman race. The 0-1 is foul back. 0-2. Who won the Heisman in 07? Trying to think. Oh, was it Tebow? It was Tebow, right? Yeah, it was Tebow. That's right, it was Tebow. Here's the 0-2. You know, there's ball 1 and 2. Yeah, I forgot. I can forget Tim Tebow. Man, imagine if he went to Alabama. Here's a grounder, right side. 1 down. Shula might not have gotten fired if Tebow goes to Bama. Because Bama probably does a lot better with Tebow than they did without him. Then maybe Saban don't go there. So Bellinger at the plate. And he's going to foul that one 0-1. What's up, Kelly Gardner? Member game. Why can't I don't understand this. I don't understand the this crown thing. Stuffed Animal King. I don't understand it. I've tried doing it really. I don't know what it's for. Here's the 0-1. Bellinger swings at it. That's going to go to right center for another base hit. That's just going to be the second hit of the game. And as Bellinger will go to second with a double. Now we got Judge coming to the plate. What's a member game in the house? Kelly Gardner. But yeah, I don't really know what this crown thing is for. It's really nothing. It's nothing that you can trade points in for I don't know, emojis. I don't know. But I think TikTok does something similar. Here's a pitch to Judge. That's 1-0. So I think YouTube is trying to be like TikTok. That's why they have these little, the heart thing. The heart and then the 100 and the other whatever they have on the side. Swing and miss. 1-1. The smiley face and the 100 and I think that's a Twitch thing. It's supposed to be interaction. It's supposed to help with the algorithms on the stream. So they say. Here's a 1-1. Judge swings at it. Shallow center coming on and making the catch. 2 down. Yeah, something to do with it's got, I don't know. It's supposed to help with the algorithms. The more when you hit the hearts and all that kind of stuff. But I don't really find that true, but that's what ChatGPT says. It says it's in the interactions kind of help with the algorithms, but I don't find that to be true. All right, so Chisholm up. Last time Chisholm was at the plate, he hit a home run. Swing and miss. 0-1. Uh-oh. You drove. Man. Got to give some away at the 7th inning stretch. That's a good idea, though. Here's a 0-1. Just remind me, 1-1. That's a good idea, though. It's a good idea that you said that. Give points away at the 7th inning stretch. For the people that are in the stream. That's a good idea. Here's a 1-1. That's 2-1. Honey Badger. Everybody, he says he wants to coach. So, here's the 2-1. That's 3-1. Kevin Falk really wasn't great at coaching. But not saying that Honey Badger won't be good as a coach, but he would have to start somewhere, like an assistant. There's a pop up out of play. And I wouldn't give him no major title right off the bat. I think he'd have to prove himself to be a coach. He's somebody that players know. These high school players, even though they weren't alive probably when he was playing, they know him, of him. And most of these players never saw him play live. Like, if they did, they were too young to remember. Well, that's Corey Raymond's job So 3-2 pitch coming to Chisholm. That's ball 4. That's why you want to give all your money away? You should wait till the 7th inning stretch when I give the points away. Then you have more points to gamble. So Stanton 0 for 1. He flied out back in the first. Batting 280. But if Stanton can hover around 280 and 275 for the year, batting average, swing and a miss. Then that's what the Yankees need. Man. Yeah, but Court Raymond's the DBU coach. Here's the 0-1. That's inside 1-1. Hey, Honey Badger was, man, he made plays, man. A lot of games in 2011 that he made to help LSU win. 2-1. We had to against Oregon. He forced the fumble on the punt. Arkansas had the big punt return. Georgia, big punt return. There's countless games where he made play after play. Hit the 2-1. That's a strike, 2-2. You think it's going to hold more weight than Corey Raymond? Really? You might have a point there, but 2-2 coming to Stanton. And it's going to be a swing and a miss. Strike number 3, out number 3. So we'll go to the bottom of the third. Still 3-1 the Yanks. What did I say? Yankees will be stuck at 3 runs to the 7th inning. That's what I said. I just don't. I mean, they're not going to get rid of Corey Raymond. So, but now that he's Honey Badger always said he wanted to coach. So, be cool if he coach LSU. Honey Badger, man, I can't believe he's been gone from LSU. I mean, geez, 2011 was 14 years ago. I remember that season like yesterday. That was 14 years ago. Can you believe that? No, you won. Man, look at that. Look at that. You got some points back. Now I would keep your points until the 7th inning. I know it gets addictive, but don't bet 50,000. Bet like 1,000, 2,000. All right. So we're going to the bottom of the 3rd inning, 3-1 Yankees. Oh, man, it's hot. It's hot, man. It's hot, Randall, and stuffed. So Bo Bichette at the plate. That ball's hit to right center. Judge is there. 1 down. Steve, let's go Jays, says Steve G. 1 down. So Addison Barger coming to the plate. Here comes pitch. Is a what do they call it? Strike, 0-1. 0-1 to count. Here comes the 0-1. That ball's hit to left field for a... Ooh, foul. Just got fouled. Damn. 0-2. Just got fouled. Just got fouled. So 0-2 to count. Here comes the 0-2. And it's going to be 1-2. Yeah, I mean, it's got to be DeMario's last season. I thought that Honey Badger would have one more year. And the timing of him retiring is kind of, I don't know. It's kind of weird. Here's a 1-2. Swing and miss. 2 down. Is he hurt? And we don't really know about it. The Saints need younger players. Cam Jordan needs to retire. Demario Davis needs to retire. I even said Honey Badger needed to retire. And they needed to get younger. Here's Kirk. Swing and miss. 0-1. So, but I don't know if it's. I know Honey Badger's old, but and his career is in his. No, he's not in his prime. But who the hell's gonna play safety now? Here's the 0-1. That's 1-1. Who the hell is going to be? Who's the hell is going to be our safety now? Safeties. Like I said, man, they need to just. They should have blown it up years ago, man. Here's a 1-1. That's hit to right field. Judge is there. Makes the catch for the 3rd out. So much smoother inning there for Schlittler. And we'll go to the 4th. 3-1 Yanks. So 3-1 Yanks. Sun's coming down. Be right back. Right back. We're back here, man. We're back here. Here in the we're gonna go to the top of the 4th inning. Yeah, I mean the Saints. I either want them to make the playoffs or win like 4 games. That's what I want them to do. All right, we're going to have Rice at the plate for New York. Here comes the pitch. That's a hit to right field, but 1 down. Hit right at him. One down. Yeah. One down. Now Wells comes up to the plate. He struck out back in the second inning. Yeah, there should be several coming out next season. Probably it's gonna be should be a better quarterback class next year than this year. You got Manning, you got Nussmeier, you got Klubnik. That's three right off the bat. Here's a 1-0 coming to Wells. And the pitch. Here's a strike, 1-1. My ad won't load. Oh, no. That's all right. So 1-1 here to Wells. Scherzer comes set, and the 1-1 is another strike, 1-2. We got the farmer's dog advertisement on the mound. The digitally posed ad. So 1-2 here to Wells. And the pitch. That ball's popped up. Center field, shallow center. 2 down. Yeah, it killed my stream. Oh no. Damn Google. Just I guess refresh. Sometimes that does happen. So 2 down. Here at the top of the fourth, we got Vivas up here for New York. And the pitch is fouled on 1. So Yorbit Vivas over 1, fouled out back in the second. Scherzer comes set. And the 0-1 is going to be a strike, 1-1. 1-1. So, I'm sorry, what did I say? 1-1? Sorry, 0-2. Pardon me. 0-2 pitch. That's strike 3 looking on the outside corner. And so Vivas goes down on 3 strikes. And we'll go to the bottom of the fourth. It's so 3-1 the Yankees. And Yankees offense is so bad. Their offense is just so horrible. If they're not hitting home runs, they're not scoring runs. I gotta get more water. Yeah. Helicopter. It's a helicopter. It's a helicopter. We got Luperfito at the plate. There's our ball. 1-0. Yeah, he's a redshirt sophomore. He'll come out if he has a really good season. He'll come out. Here's a 1-0. Be a swing to miss. 1-1. Yeah, I think he'll definitely come out if he has a good year. He'll be a redshirt sophomore. He'll come out. Here's the 1-1. That'd be hit out of play. Is he a sophomore or is he a redshirt junior? So how long has he been out? Here's the 1-2. That's hit to left field, drifting over is Bellinger. 1 down. I wonder if Walker Howard. Remember, where's Randall at? What if Walker Howard's going to do anything this year? I thought he was a red shirt. I had to go look it up. You know, with these red shirts, I mean, I don't know. So Clement at the plate. Maybe he's a redshirt junior, maybe a sophomore. There's a ball 1-0. But yeah, when Walker Howard came out around the same time he did, and Walker Howard was really highly a 5-star recruit. He's done nothing. Here's a 1-0. That ball's hit to a center. 2 down. The Walker Howard transferred that after that 2022 season. Went to Ole Miss, sat behind Dart for 2 years. Now he's playing for, I think, is he playing for Louisiana Lafayette. So Wagner up. There's the ball 1-0. Yeah, because you can play. They changed the redshirt rules. Here's a 1-0. That's a strike. Yeah, they changed the redshirt rules about playing games. Yeah, it used to be you couldn't play in games. But they changed the rule on that. Here's a 1-1. That's going to be a base hit. Center field. So Wagner singles back up the middle. It's going to be the top of the order up in Luke's to the plate. Yeah, they changed that red shirt rule. They're going to have a Luke's. It's 0 for 2. I have to go Google that. That ball's foul back. 0-1. I'm going to go in the at this commercial break. I'm going to Google that. 0-1 to count. Here to Luke's. That's 1-1. So 1-1 coming to the plate. And the pitch is hit out of play 1-2. You know, he is a sophomore. It does say he's a sophomore, but I don't know if he's a redshirt sophomore or is he a sophomore. When was his first? Because he played some in 2023 and 2024. But he has to be a redshirt sophomore. Here's a 1-2. There's a ground to right side. It should, in the inning, it does. 4-3 in the foot out. So we'll go to the fifth, and it's 3-1 the Yankees. Yeah, Arch played in like one game in 2023. That's probably when he redshirted. And then last year he played some games, which was his redshirt freshman season. So this is his redshirt sophomore season. So yeah, I guess it all depends who gets the number one pick next year. You know, his dad might not want him. His dad and his grandpa might not want him playing for the Saints if the Saints get the number one pick. You know, Cooper and Archie might not want him playing there. And they'll say, "Nah, go back to Texas for another year." So still 3-1 our score here in the top of the fifth. Yankees scored 3 in the first. Toronto scored a 1 in the first, and that's been it. This guy Schlittler for New York is really he's pitched well. It's got to be promising if you're a Yankees fan. So maybe you found something with this guy. What a young pitcher. And if Heel can come and pitch for New York and Stroman be halfway decent. And you got Rodon's all right. They could have a decent pitching rotation. But tomorrow is on a Prime, Amazon Prime. But I can watch it. Here's the pitch to Volpe. There's a ball 1-0. So Volpe went 0 for 1, ground out back in the second, batting .213 on the year. Here's the 1-0. That's a strike. 1-1. 1-1 to count. Here to Volpe. And the 1-1 is inside 2-1. 2-1. Sun is setting. Sun is setting. Oh, you got shade up no more. Here's the 2-1. That's 3-1. So 3-1 here to Volpe. Here in the top of the fifth. And the 3-1 is fouled on a play, 3-2. So 3-2 to Volpe. So Scherzer's going to be at 71 pitches after this next one. And here comes the pitch. That ball is lifted to the left, but out of play. Going to stay 3-2. Going to stay 3-2. So 3-2 still. To Volpe. Here comes the 3-2. That ball's fouled again on a play. Gonna remain a 3-2. Yeah, Texas and Georgia are number 1 and 2 in the conference, just like last season. Kind of hard to argue against that. So 3-2 coming to Volpe. That's going to be popped up to right center. 1 down. So Volpe flies out to center. Now Grisham coming to the plate. So Trent Grisham, 1 for 2, singled back in the first inning, scored a run on Jazz's home run. Here comes the pitch. That's a ball high, 1-0. One and 0. Yeah, this is interesting year for Alabama. It's year number 2. Here's a 1-0. That's gonna be 2-0. New quarterback. Milrose gone. Now they go with Ty Simpson. I think it's going to be an interesting year for Alabama and with DeBoer. If DeBoer can win 10 games with this squad, well, they're going to have really good. They got a really good offensive line. 2-0. It's 3-0. They got a really good offensive line. So 3-0 to count to Grisham. The pitch is a strike. 3-1. Here comes a 3-1. That ball's popped up. It's going to stay in play, foul territory. It's no. Bama gets LSU at home. They get Oklahoma at home. They get Vanderbilt at home. They do got to go on the road to South Carolina. Who else they play? They play Florida State, Wisconsin. Those teams are best wins for them. Auburn's garbage. That's a win. Here's a 3-2. That's a ground to right side. 2 down. I think they also get Tennessee at home. Alabama gets a lot of games at home this year. So 2 down, and Cody Bellinger has 2 doubles and a run scored. Yeah, just got to win week number 1, which I don't have any faith. That's upstairs. 1-0. I gotta start doing my prediction videos for college football. I gotta start getting those out, so I get in the college football algorithms. Here's a 1-0. Swing and a miss. 1-1. I want to get in the college football algorithms. So I need to start making prediction videos. I'll probably just stick with the Big Ten, the SEC schools, the main schools, some of the ACC schools. Here's a 1-1. Swing and a miss. 1-2. I mean, I'm not gonna do like Rutgers, Northwestern, Maryland. Ain't doing those teams. Here's the 1-2. That's 2-2. Cal, Stanford. No reason to do those teams. Nobody cares about those goddamn schools. I mean, Cal and Stanford don't care about Cal and Stanford, so why should I? So 2-2 coming to Bellinger. And the pitch is lifted to right field, and that's going to be hit well, and that is gone, home run. As Bellinger goes yard, it's 5-1 Yankees. Man, I was wrong. I said the Yankees weren't going to score to the 7th. It's a 5. I'm sorry, 4-1. Excuse me, 4-1. That's 5-1. Grisham wasn't on base. Pardon me. 4-1. Pardon me. I was wrong. Only ain't the first time. So Judge up. It won't be the last time. Judge fouls it back. 0-1. Yeah, Stanford had a nice run when they had Harbaugh and what's his name? David Shaw. They had Andrew Luck, and they had what was that running back? Toby Gerhart, Danny McCaffrey. They had some. They had a run where they were actually pretty good. That's 2-1. But I don't think they. I don't think they. I don't think they care about football over there. You know those the kids that go to Stanford and they don't give a shit about football. They worry about other shit. The 2-1 is foul 2-2. So 2-2 coming to judge. Tennis school. Yeah, I think Stanford does. Don't they do really well in tennis? So Fisher and Fluharty warming it up for Toronto in the bullpen. 2-2 to judge. Here comes the 2-2. That's 3-2. Golf. So 3-2 coming to judge. Here comes the 3-2. And that ball's popped up along the infield and should be caught. And it is for the third out. But the Yankees do get a run as Bellinger goes yard, puts another run on the board for New York. They lead 4-1 going to the bottom of the fifth. Bottom of the fifth inning. On the fifth. Let's see something here. Yeah, man. All right, man, we're going to see what the Yankees can do here. And this is and what's up, man? What's up, man? What's up? What's up? All right. So bottom five we go. There's a sprinter to plate. There's a ball. One of the Slitter's still out there. So 1-0 coming to Springer. And swing and miss. 1-1. The 1-1 account. And the 1-1 is 2-1. So 2-1 coming to Springer. There's Schlittner coming set. And the 2-1 is ripped to left field for a base hit. This could be two. And Springer will, if he falls down around in first, has to go back. Only a single for George, the Yankee killer, Springer. So Springer gets a leadoff single here in the fifth. Now I think he was going to two, and he kind of fell down, round in first, and then he had to go back. So we got Vladimir Guerrero at the plate. That first pitch to him is a strike. 0-1. Big inning. Got 2-3, 4 in the lineup here in the fifth for Schlittler. If he can get to his 5, if he's in line for the W, there's a strike. 0-2. He can be in line for the W. I think he's so far he's pitched well. His first start and this one. Here comes the 0-2 to Guerrero. That ball's hit to center, but it's going to be a base hit. It's going to drop down in front of Grisham. So there's 2 on and nobody out here in the fifth. So now now Schlittler's in a little bit of trouble here in the fifth. A little bit of trouble here in the fifth. The singles by Springer, and now Guerrero going to bring up Bo Bichette. Yankees on the phone to the bullpen. Yankees on the phone to the bullpen. They got Devin Williams, Luke Weaver, Loizaga, Hamilton that's having to pitch last night. Alan Winans, Tim Hill didn't pitch last night. They pitched last on a Sunday. Some of those pitchers. Loizaga Weaver hasn't pitched on Saturday. They're going to have Tim Hill warming up in the bullpen for New York. All right, so Bo Bichette, 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a line out at the plate. And here comes the pitch. That's a ball high. 1-0. Ball high, 1-0 here to Bichette. So Schlittler kind of comes set, and the 1-0 is hit out of play. 1-1. 1-1 to kill. One to kill. And the 1-1. Swing and a miss. 1-2. One and two. Here comes the 1-2 to Bichette. That's high. 2-2. So against Seattle, he went 5 1/3. Right now he's pitched 4 innings. Got to get 3 outs to be in line for the W. The 2-2 is foul back. Going to stay 2-2 here to Bichette. So 2-2 coming to Bichette. And the 2-2 is fouled again. It's going to remain 2-2. Remain 2-2. Here comes the pitch. That's 3-2. That was high, 3-2. 3-2. And now time is called. Here to Bichette. So it comes to 3-2. And that ball's going to be fouled again. As Bichette's making Schlittler work here in the fifth. And so it counts now 3-2. And the 3-2 pitch is a grounder. Could be two. They'll go to second. To first. Double play. Man, Volpe. We had Volpe and then Chisholm and Goldschmidt. 6, 4, 3, 2 down. Man, what a double play, man. Nice double play, man. I'm sorry, Wright's at first. I don't know why I thought Goldschmidt was at first. Wright's at first base. 2 down. One at third base. Training camp tomorrow. Who dat? So one at third and it's 2 down. It's Barger up. Yeah, for some reason, I don't know why I thought Goldschmidt was at first. Because he ain't played. That ball's foul back, 0-1. It was actually a nice play by Volpe. Nice stretch by Rice at first. So 0-1 to Barger. Here's the pitch. There's a grounder, and it's a base hit. Gets into right field. It's now 4-2. It's now 4-2. It's going to bring up Alejandro Kirk to the plate. Got the ground ball, man, but the right side, but it just found the hole. Found the hole. So we got 2 down, runner at second. Sorry, runner at first. Excuse me. We got Alejandro Kirk at the plate. I don't have a favorite team. I can't follow the Astros because I can't watch them. There's a strike on 1. People say, why don't you like the Astros? I can't watch them. Kind of hard to follow a team you can't watch because stupid blackout rules. Here's the 0-1. And it's popped up. This should end the inning. Left field. And Bellinger makes the catch for the third out. So we'll go to the 6th, 4-2 Yanks. But Yankees my mom liked the Yankees when she was growing up. You know, when they had Mantle and, you know, Maris. But it's kind of hard to watch. It's kind of hard to watch. No, I can't watch the Astros. I'm blacked out. Can't watch the Rangers. No, Josh Smith plays for the. Doesn't Josh Smith play for the Rangers still? I wouldn't know because I can't watch him. Well, I can't watch him on. I can watch him on Fridays because Texas comes on the CW on Friday nights. So every Friday I can watch Texas. But I mean, I can't. Unless the Astros play on ESPN or whatever, I can't watch them. It's stupid. I don't live in Texas. How is there still blackout rules in sports in 2025 when you're paying for an app to watch a game? That's why I don't understand. You're paying for an app to watch games, and you can't. Paul Skeens got his first win since May 28th. His ERA is 1.91. Not because he sucks as a pitcher, but because his team sucks. He got his first win since May 28th, and his ERA is 1.91. He's gonna be there. He's gonna be there this year and next year, man. Paul Skeens is gonna struggle to get wins, for this season and next season. It won't be till 2027 until he probably can go somewhere else. Fluharty on the mound. ERA of above 5 at 5.5 at 6. And his Chisholm at the plate takes it for a ball, 1-0. And well, now he's stuck there because of the rules. Here's a 1-0. That's fouled. Did it foul off the umpire? 1-1. It's sad because Pittsburgh, hasn't always been a shit franchise. They've won in the past. They've won World Series. They had great players. Barry Bonds, Bonilla, Andy Van Slyke, Draybeck, Jay Bell. I mean, they've had great players. Here's a 1-1. That's 2-1. That's just which is sad is that Pittsburgh is they have history, good history, but they've sucked the past in like 20 years seems like. Swing and a miss, 2-2. Probably more than that. Probably since Bonds and Bonilla and all those players left. Oh, hell, he's going to somewhere that can afford him, like the Yankees or the Red Sox or the Dodgers. Here's a ground ball. Right side. 1 down. But that's where he's going to go. He's going to go to the Dodgers, the Yankees, maybe Red Sox, maybe the Cubs. The Cubs like actually spending money. Cubs are low-key spending money, but they have spent money before. So Stanton at the plate. There's a ball, 1-0. So Stanton's 0 for 2. He's in a little bit of a slump. The 1-0 is 2-0 for the Braves. Yeah, Atlanta's been known to spend money too. Not like the Yankees or the Dodgers, but the Braves have spent money. So he'll have options. 2-1 coming to Stanton. It sucks. I would like to see Pittsburgh, be good again. They got a really nice ballpark. It's 3-1. The Pirates have a really nice park. You need to take your plant. I think you killed your plants. I think they baked out here. Those plants. I think they baked. The 3-1. Swing and a miss. 3-2. I think you killed them. I think you baked them out here. Huh? Here comes the 3-2 to Stanton. That's foul out of play. Yeah, they have a generational player, and they haven't. I mean, Here comes a pitch to Stanton. That ball's hit to right field. Drifting over. 2 down. But yeah, it kind of stinks that they have a really good, really good pitcher that would be a number 1 starter on many teams. You know, if they pitch for the Yankees or the Dodgers, a team that's like in the playoff hunt, he would probably be their number 1 starter game 1. He would be for the Yankees. They just strike to right, 0-1. He definitely would be for the Yankees. He'd be a game 1 starter. And probably for a lot of other teams. Here's the 0-1. That's popped up. Should be the 3rd out. And man, as Guerrero and the second baseman collide together, but they make the catch. And they're laughing about it. And we'll go to the bottom of the 6th. Loper, Fido, Clement, and Wagner do up. I need some more water, man. I'm going through this water like crazy. It's so hot. Man. Yeah, I didn't want him going to the Nationals, man. The Nationals stink, man. Seattle might go to the playoffs, man. The Nationals stink, man. I mean, they haven't done anything since they won that World Series. Even before that, which another head scratcher. Why are they so bad? I mean, they play in Washington D.C., our nation's capital, and their baseball team, they should be good. The Nationals should be good. They play in our nation's capital. Just like the Redskins should be good. So Tim Hill, on in relief, swing and miss to Straw, 0-1. So Cam Schlittler is in line for the W tonight if the bullpen can hold it for New York. Here comes the 0-1. That's low, 1-1. This guy's like a submarine pitcher. Here comes a 1-1. That's a grounder to short. And they don't know. Rice bobbled the man. Is that gonna be an E3 or an E6? E3 or an E6 can be an error on somebody. Should have been an out. Whoever was on should have been an out. Yeah, I think he's with Washington. How are they going to score that? So, E6. So, Clement fouls out of play 1-1. They give another error to Volpe. Man, Volpe sucks, man. You know the Yankees need to draft? They need to draft Milam. Milam would have made that throw. Here comes the 0-1 at Clements. That's outside 1-1. That's who the Yankees need to go draft next year. After at the next season, they need to draft Stephen Milam. He's the 1-1. That's gonna be popped up. Center field. Grisham is there and one down. I mean, Milam has been outstanding at shortstop. Yeah, if Milam can transition to the wooden bat, some players have a problem with that. But if he can hit with a wooden bat, he'll be in the majors very quickly. So Davis, Schneider are going to pinch hit for the Blue Jays here in the 9 spot. There's a strike on 1. But Milam is really good in the field. He makes plays that I'm like, he's not going to get to that. And he does. Here's the 0-1. That's 1-1. But like I said, some players have had problems hitting with a wooden bat. But hopefully he can transition to that. There's a base hit down the line and left. That might score a run. That goes all the way to the wall. Bellinger gets it in, and a run will score. It's now 4-3. So Davis, Schneider, doubles home a run, 4-3. Man, they're really gonna screw up this kid's start again. This guy Schlittler. I think he's pitched really well the first 2 starts of his major league career. One he played the Mariners and now Toronto. So we got Lukes to plate. That's a foul 1. So Nathan Lukes is grounded out twice. He's also lined out. Why are they showing the highlight again? We're gonna miss a bat. That ball's hit to shortstop. 2 down. 2 down. 2 down here at the 6th. As Volpe squeezes it. 2 down. Now we're going to have a mound visit. But that run never should have happened because Volpe had a throwing error. So Tim Hill's going to exit, and they're going to bring in Loizica. That's Mario's favorite pitcher. Where's Mario at in 2 games? New pitcher coming in for the Yankees is Jonathan Loizica. He stinks. All right. What the hell happened here? God damn it! I missed another fucking goddamn run. What's up with these goddamn these fast freaking pitching changes? So Sprinter doubled home a run. I guess I can't. I guess I can't go inside no more because they have these quick freaking innings, man. These quick pitching changes. So Sprinter doubles home a run. 4-4 now. Got Guerrero up. Here comes a pitch. That's a swing and a miss. 0-1. Yeah, so 4-4 now. Here comes the 0-1. As Loizaga gets up the lead again. It's a foul 0-2. Mario should be in here shortly. Tell me how bad he hates Loizaga. Yankees bullpen is just horrible, man. Volpe's error started it. And Volpe's error started this. I got to give some of the pitchers credit because Volpe's error started the whole inning. So 1-2 to count here to Guerrero. There's Loizaga looking in. And the 1-2 is 2-2, but Loizaga can't pitch anyway. So 2-2 to count to Guerrero. Loizaga coming set. And the 2-2 is going to be 3-2. Just off the plate, 3-2. Just off the plate, 3-2. Here to Guerrero. Here comes a payoff pitch. And swing and a miss. That's strike 3. And the side is retired. But Toronto has tied this game up. We got a new ball game. Wells, Vivas, and Volpe do up in the 7th. So way to waste that rookie's start today. But Volpe started it with his error. His throwing error that there should have been 1 out to start the inning. And where's Mario at? Mario's got to come in here and tell me how much he sucks. So 4-4 now. I'm not going anywhere. Every time I go inside for like 5 seconds, the freaking game is back on. It's like they're in like fast forward mode. I think baseball has sped up those pitching changes. Oh, wait. But, man, where'd everybody go? Man, everybody was here and everybody just left. No, the Yankees stink. No, they stink. I'll get my same, like, 220 views. I'm committed, though. I'm not stopping. I'm not stopping. YouTube, you're going to notice me. Cowboy hat night. Wednesday, July 30th against Tampa. I didn't know there was Cowboys in New York City. I want the George Costanza bobblehead. I want. A lot of frustration in the Yankees dugout. So we got Wells up at the plate. Here comes the pitch from Flew Hardy. There's a strike on 1. So Wells 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a fly out. 14 homers and 54 RBIs. There's Flew Hardy comes set, and the pitch, the 0-1, is a ground ball to first base. 1 down. So 1 down here in the 7th. Now we're going to have Goldschmidt's going to come and pinch hit. He's going to pinch hit for Vivas. Okay. Okay. We got a mound visit. Got a mound visit. Got a mound visit here. So Goldschmidt batting .289, 8 homers and 37 RBIs. And I don't think I've seen him in home run. I've called multiple Yankee games, and I don't think I've seen him in a home run yet. When he hit these 8, I gotta look at him like when he hit a home run. So Goldschmidt up. Here comes a pitch. There's a strike on 1. So 4-4 now. New game. Here comes the 0-1. That's gonna be 1-1. Upstairs. 1-1. 1-1 again. And the 1-1, that ball's hit to left field, but playable. 2 down. 2 down. Two down here in the 7th. Gonna bring up, see, Volpe. Volpe's over 2 with a ground out and a fly out. Alrighty. Here comes a pitch to Volpe. And the pitch is 1-0. Here comes a 1-0 to Volpe. And the pitch is hit the center field, going over and making running catch for the 3rd out. Man, Volpe hit it hard, but center fielder makes a nice catch for the 3rd out. Bichette, Barger, and Kirk coming up here in the bottom of the 7th. So bottom of the 7th coming up. I think I got a second here. So bottom of the 7th we go. There's baby gecko in here. Got a baby gecko in here. So 4-5-1 for New York, 4-9-0 for Toronto. So both starters are off the hook in this game. Schlittler and Scherzer. Both of them won't be factored in the decision. And those 2 runs that Toronto scored in the 6th to tie it up took Cam Schlittler's chance away from winning this game. Good bullpen by the Yankees. So bottom 7 we go. 4-4. All right. So Loizaga still out there as Bichette hits it to the left field for a fair ball. It is a fair ball. That's going to be a double for Bichette. So Bichette gets a leadoff, a double here in the 7th. Man, leadoff double for Bichette here in the 7th. Man, Loizaga stinks, dude. Why do they keep bringing this dude out there? So now Barger going to be at the plate. And that's going to be it for Loizaga. He's out of there. So it's going to be Luke Weaver going to come on in relief. As Loizaga, he sucked this game. He sucked. What's up with dark clouds? Man. Clouds over to the east. Okay. So Toronto has a runner at second. We have nobody out. And so we got Luke Weaver coming to pitch for the Yankees. Alrighty. Alright, we're the Rogers Center. As nighttime is falling up there north of the border. 4-4 is our score. As we're in the bottom of the 7th inning. Pitching change for New York. Is Luke Weaver to come on and pitch. Toronto has a runner at the go-ahead runner on at second. As Bichette just doubled to start the inning off. I'm going to have Barger at the plate. He's 2 for 3 on the evening. Runner at second, nobody out. The pitch going to be hit back on a play 1-1. So Luke Weaver has an ERA of 2.78, 38 Ks and 10 walks on the season. The Barger hits 293 against righties this season. And here's the 0-1. That ball's lifted to left field, and Bellinger makes the catch. 1 down. So 1 out as Bellinger squeezes it. 1 down. It's going to bring up Kirk to the plate. As Kirk is 0 for 3. Kirk is 0 for 3. With a strikeout and 2 flyouts. Weaver comes set. Here comes the pitch. That's what it's a ball 1-0. I thought the runner was going, but Bichette went back to second. Thought Bichette was trying to steal third, but so 1-0 to count. Here to Kirk. And the 1-0 is fouled. 1-1. So 1-1 to count here to Alejandro Kirk. Miles Straw on deck for Toronto. So 1-1 to count. And here's a 1-1. Oh, time is called. Time is called. Here comes the 1-1. And swing and a miss. 1-2. So 1-2 coming to Kirk. And Weaver. Look it in. Here comes the 1-2. And that's going to be fouled back. Gonna stay 1-2. Don't pay no more. So 1-2 to count. 1-2 to count. Here to Alejandro Kirk. I'm thinking of the Texas A&M player. Here's the 1-2. That's 2-2. That's down low. 2-2 here to Kirk. 4-4. Toronto has tied it up. They tied it up back in the bottom of the sixth. Now they're looking to take the lead as they had the go-ahead run on at second with 1 out. And here comes the 2-2. And it's a just out of the way. Faced 2-2. Stays 2-2. So 2-2 coming to Kirk. And the 2-2 is hit to right field. Judge drifting over, making a catch for the second out. But Bichette will tag and go to third this time. So 2 down, runner at third for Toronto. All right, so now we got next at the plate. We got next at the plate Toronto. We're gonna have Miles Straw, who's 0 for 1. So Straw at the plate. Go ahead run at third base for Toronto. So Miles Straw reached on an air back in the 6th, scored a run. He's 0 for 1 officially. And the pitch is fouled back, 0-1. Fouled back, 0-1. It's 0-1 to count in the Straw. As Weaver gonna come set. Here comes the 0-1. And it's high, 1-1. Gonna be high, 1-1. So Weaver looking in. And here comes the 1-1. That ball's fouled on a play. 1-2. One and two. But 1-2 to count here to straw. 4-4 in the bottom of the 7th. Toronto looking to win the series with the win. Tonight, the Yankees need to win this, and there's a hit fly ball left field, drifting over his Bellinger with the catch for the 3rd out. So we'll go to the 8th. It's now 4-4. We got Grisham, Bellinger, and Judge due up for New York in the 8th. Yeah, if the Yankees are gonna score runs, it's gonna be in this inning. It's gonna be this inning. They're not gonna score a run in the 9th with the bottom of the order coming up. So top of the 8th inning we go. Right back. The dog wants to. Oh, he's playing in and out. All right. So we're going to go to the top of the 8th inning. As 4-4 is our score. Commercial break in progress. The Google Cloud catch the game like never before. Name that Yankee. Played from 2018. May look at what this is. Brandon Drury. Oh yeah. Him. Oh, I never get those. All right. So we're going to the top of the 8th inning. Yankees had the top of the order. Yankees blew a lead again, didn't they? Yeah, they did. Karam. Here's the pitch to Grisham. I told you they would. I told you that bullpen wasn't going to hold nothing. There's what Brewheel on the mound for Toronto. I told you they would. Here's the 0-1. That ball's hit up play 1-2. But it actually started with Volpe. Volpe made an error to start the 6th inning. And when that run came around and scored, it should have been an out. They should have been out the inning. But still their pitching was, didn't get the outs, but Volpe started it with the error. He's so bad in the field. I mean, I don't understand how he plays every day. Here's the 0-2. And strike 3 looking. I don't get it. I don't get how he plays every day. They sit Bellinger, they sit Goldschmidt, they sit Ben Rice, Dominguez. He'll sit all those players. But Volpe, he brings him out there every damn game, and he's a horrible fielding shortstop. He's horrible. So Bellinger up. The pitch is fouled on 1. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. So Cody's 3 for 3 with 2 doubles, a solo homer. He's scored twice, so Bellinger's had a good night at the plate. Here comes the 0-1. We're going to try going 2. So 0-2. And the 0-2 is hit out of play. Stays 0-2. It's 0-2 to count. Here comes the 0-2 to Bellinger. And the pitch is slow roller to first, but Guerrero's there. 1 down. 2 down. 2 down. Now Judge comes to the plate. And they're going to walk Judge? Yep. They're going to intentionally walk Judge. They say, you're not beating us. So Chisholm comes to the plate. So Judge goes down to first. Seven intentional walks in the last 6 games against Toronto. We're going to have Jazz up. He's 1 for 2. There's a strike on 1. So Jazz did hit a 3-run home run way back in the first. But Toronto said, we're going to take our chances with him as opposed to Judge. Here's the 0-1. There's another strike, 0-2. So quickly 0-2 to count here to Chisholm. And the 0-2 is strike 3 looking. Didn't even swing at it. Strike 3 looking. So we'll go to the bottom of the 8th. And it's still 4-4. Yeah, Yankees ain't winning this game. Yankees ain't winning this game, Karan. You can stick a fork in them. You can stick a fork in them. What are you doing, boy? Hey, where you at? Come here. So bottom 8th we go. 4-4 is our score. Tiger Cat Gaming. Hello. How you doing tonight on this Tuesday night? Yeah, they playing again tonight. They'll play again tomorrow night. Why am I so tired? Had a nap earlier. I don't know why I'm so damn tired. Yeah. Betting's closed. Betting is closed. All right, so Toronto, who do they have coming up? Who do they coming up in the 8th? I didn't look. But whoever it is, it's better than what the Yankees have come up in their 9th. So, all right. We're going to the bottom of the 8th inning, 4-4. If Toronto takes the lead here, they can close it out in the top half of the 9th. Or the Yankees bullpen, or they might do it. Here's Clement at the plate. There's a ball, 1-0. So 8, 9, and 1 due up in the lineup for Toronto. So Ernie Clement, 1 for 3 with a single. And Weaver, that's going to miss 2-0. Just missed outside 2-0. So Clement, Schneider, and Lukes due up. Here in the 8th for Toronto. 2-0 is upstairs, 3-0. It's 3-0. So here comes the 3-0. That's a strike right down the middle. 3-1. So 8-9-1 the lineup here for Toronto. 3-1 to count. So Hoffman is getting some tosses in the dugout. And the 3-1 is popped up. Out of play, 3-2. 3-2. Here comes the 3-2 to Clement. 3-2 pitch is lifted, foul, out of play. Gonna stay 3-2. Gonna stay 3-2. All right, so 3-2 coming. Here to Clement. 3-2 pitch is going to be fouled again. So it's going to stay 3-2. Here comes a 3-2. Again, 3-2 to Clement. And going to pop it up. Right field, Judge coming on, 1 down. So 1 down here in the 8th. So 1 down, we got Davis Schneider, double back, had an RBI double back in the 6th, and he also scored a run. Here comes the pitch. There's a ball, 1-0. Okay, okay. All right, up 1-0. Feel like a strike to me, but anyway. So 1-0 to count here to Schneider. And here comes the 1-0. It's 2-0. It's 2-0. All right, so Weaver looking set. Looking set and ready. Here comes the 2-0 to Schneider. That's be 3-0. So 3 straight pitches are out the zone. It's 3-0 to Schneider. All right, so Weaver looking in. Here comes the 3-0 to Schneider. And that's going to be a strike. 3-1. So 3-1 to count. Here to Schneider. Okay. And the 3-1 is foul back. 3-2. Counts now full, 3-2. Counts full to here to Schneider. So Weaver coming set. Here comes the payoff pitch. And it's going to be fouled. So it's going to remain 3-2. to Davis Schneider. Alrighty, so here comes the payoff pitch again. And that ball's hit out of play again. Man, stays 3-2. It'll stay 3-2. Schneider is making Weaver work here. Here comes the 3-2 again. That's ball 4. So a 1-out walk will bring the top of the order back up for Toronto. So top of the lineup is coming up. Yankees have a guy warming up in the bullpen. Couldn't tell who it was. So Nathan Lukes is 0 for 4 with 2 ground outs and 2 line outs. He'll come to the plate. So Weaver will come set. Here comes the pitch to Lukes. That's going to be popped up. Let's see who's in play. Behind home plate. 2 down. As Wells makes the catch. 2 down. Now we're going to have Springer come to the plate. Springer had a double in his last time up that tied the game. The Yankee killer. Oh, they're going to the Yankees going to the bullpen. I don't know about that. Ian Hamilton going to come in and face Springer. Where at? Alrighty. So I missed the stretch. I was switching flights. What's up, stuffed animal king? We're switching flights. Well, you missed much. Hey, well, you did miss. You did miss because of Toronto came in, has tied it up. So Ian Hamilton going to come on in relief. Going to face George Springer, who doubled his last time up. He has 2 walks, 2 singles, 2 runs, and an RBI. The Yankee killer at the plate. So runner at first, and there's 2 down. The pitch is a ball, 1-0. So 1-0 here to Springer.
Springer's batting .433 against the Yankees this year. 4 homers and 12 RBIs. OPS of 1.342. Here's a 1-0. Here's a strike 1-1. He's been killing them ever since he played when he played for Houston. So 1-1 to count. This Springer. And the pitch is 2-1. 2-1. Here to George Springer. Got Vladimir Guerrero on deck. Vladimir's on deck for Toronto. Here comes the 2-1. That ball's hit to left field, but right at Bellinger for the third out. So we'll go to the ninth inning. And we're tied at 4. Stanton, Rice, and Wells due up. Man. The ball was hit on a button, but right at Bellinger. So we go to the ninth inning. And it's ninth inning. Top ninth we go. It's 4-4. I got a paper cup. Where the fuck I get a paper cup on my pinky? All right, so ninth inning we go. Looks like this game might go to extras. Like this game might go to extras. Alrighty. Got a farmer's dog commercial. Farmer's dog. The official pet food of Major League Baseball. We've got the cicadas are still out. Almost nighttime. By the time they go to bed. Cicadas need to go to bed. All right, so we're to the top of the ninth inning, 4-4. So we'll see if the Yankees or Toronto can win it here in the ninth. So Yankees Blue Jays play again tomorrow at 7:07 Eastern. Game will be on Prime for the Yankees. So Hoffman on the mound, 4.51 for New York, 4.10 for Toronto. So Jeff Hoffman has 24 saves, 4.68 ERA. This, of course, is not a save opportunity. Stanton at the plate. It's a strike 1-1. So we got Stanton, Rice, and Wells due up here in the ninth. So Hoffman will come set. Here comes the 0-1. That ball's fouled back, 0-2. It's fouled back, 0-2. As Williams is warming up for New York in their bullpen. Here comes the 0-2. And it's up and in, 1-2. 1-2. The 1-2 to Stanton. And the pitch is popped up behind home plate, and Kurt throws his mask off, makes the catch. 1 down. So 1 down as Stanton's for 4. It's going to bring Bryce to the plate. Tough day at the plate for Stanton. So 1 down, Rice up. So Rice is 0 for 3. And that ball's hit to right field. That's hit well. And that is going to be gone. Home run. Yankees take the lead 5-4 in the ninth as Ben Rice homers. See ya for Ben Rice. And was now 5-4. So Wells at the plate. That's going to be a strike. 0-1. And the 0-1. Going to miss outside 1-1. 1-1. 1-1 to Wells. Here comes a 1-1. And it's 2-1. 2-1 here to Wells. 2-1. And the 2-1 is a strike. 2-2. So 2-2 to count. To Wells. And the 2-2 is lifted to left center, and making the catch is Schneider. 2 down. 2 down. So 2 down is and replaying Ben Rice's homer again. Now we're going to have Peraza. He'll ground it to short, and that's going to end the top of the ninth. But the Yankees get a run. They get a run on Ben Rice's home run, and we'll go to the bottom of the ninth. It's 5-4 Yankees. And so we'll see if Yankees can hold this lead. We'll see if they can hold the lead here in the ninth. It's water no more. Put it up. All right. So, bottom ninth we go. 5-4 Yankees. Devin Williams will probably come out here and close it out for New York. So we'll see if they can even up the series of the game apiece and bring it to a rubber match tomorrow. We'll see. All right. So right now, Ben Rice is the he's the hero right now with his homer in the ninth inning. With Devin Williams going to close it out. 5-6-1 for New York. 4-10-0 for Toronto. So he has 14 saves on the year, an ERA of 4.82, 49 Ks, and 15 walks. So Yankees 4 games back of Toronto. They desperately need to win this game. So we got 3, 4, 5 in the lineup for Toronto. So we got Guerrero. Guerrero will come up first, but he's 2 for 4 on the evening. It's a ball high, 1-0. So Guerrero's 2 for 4 for 2 singles, 281 average, 13 homers, and 48 RBIs. And the 1-0 is foul, 1-1. Foul out of play, 1-1. Here comes the 1-1. And it's 2-1. It's gonna miss outside, 2-1. We're gonna have Bo Bichette on deck. Here's the 2-1 to Guerrero. That's a ground. Ooh, it's a foul ball. Just got foul. Down to third base side. 2-2. Still 2-2. Still 2-2 to Guerrero. At a 2-2. And it's going to be a ground ball, and that's a base hit. To right field, they had the shift, that kind of a mini shift on, and Guerrero goes the other way, and the tying run is at first base. The shift. If they didn't have the shift on, that would have been an out. I thought they banned the shift. All right. So one on and nobody out. Bo Bichette, the winning run at the plate. There's a foul, 1-1. So winning run at the plate for Toronto. Oh, double back in the 7th inning. So 0-1 to count. Williams looking in. And the 0-1 is fouled. 0-2. Oh, and 2. All right, so 0-2 to count. Here to Bichette. As Williams looking to deliver the pitch. And the 0-2 is ground foul. Oh, to the count. 0-2 to count here. 0-2 to count to Bichette. Here comes the 0-2. A swing and a miss. 1 down. Got him to chase it. 1 down. 1 down. One down. It's going to bring up Barger to the plate. Barger's 2 for 4. And we got time is called. Time is called. Oh yeah. Trouble with the pitch come. I think teams lie about that. To get a free timeout. I think they lie about that. So Barger's 2 for 4 on the evening. 1 out and 1 on. And we're still trying to get this pitch calm to work. All right, so we're back. All right, so Barger at the plate. And he'll toss the first. Chase the runner back. And here comes a pitch. There's a ball, 1-0. Here comes the 1-0 to Barger. The 1-0 pitch is foul back, 1-1. Foul back, 1-1. Elevated fastball there, 1-1. All right, so 1-1 account. Here to Barger again as Williams coming set. And here comes the pitch. Swing and miss, 1-2. Swing and miss, 1-2. Here comes the 1-2 to Barger. That's fouled out of play. We fouled out of play. All right, so still counts 1-2. Well, listen, this last half inning's been going. It's been snail's pace. There's a 1-2. It's fouled again out of play. It's been a snail's pace. Here comes a 1-2 to Barger. That's down low, 2-2. 2-2. Two and two to go. All right, so Williams will come set again. And the 2-2 is hit to left center field. It's going back. That is caught by the left center, caught by Bellinger. 2 down. Man, that ball was hit on a button, but Bellinger caught up with it in left center. 2 down. Man, that ball sounded really good off the bat. I agree with the color analyst on yes. That ball sounded really good off the bat. But Bellinger was able to track it down, 2 down. All right, now we're going to have Alejandro Kirk. Why do I keep doing that? That goddamn Texas A&M receiver. 0-1. Alejandro Kirk has a 1 for 4 in his career against Devin Williams, a double and 2 RBIs. So 0-1 here to Kirk. And the pitch is a foul. 0-2. So now we're down to our final strike here in the ninth. All right, so 0-2 to count. All right. So Toronto down to the final strike here in the ninth. 0-2 to count. And here comes the 0-2. And it'll be a swing and a miss. Strike 3, and the game is over. And the Yankees win 5-4, so they even the series up 1 game apiece, so they move back to 3 games behind Toronto, and they'll have another game tomorrow night. And whoever wins that game will win the series. Yankees, if they win that, they'll be 2 games back. If Toronto wins tomorrow, they'll push the lead back to 4 games. So Alejandro Kirk strikes out in the game. Yankees win 5-4. Let's see, we got to close out the betting. As we go, I don't think nobody bet on the Yankees today. I'm pretty sure that nobody did. All right, let's go to here. All right, Cloudbots. The Yankees. And nobody bet the Yankees today. Yankees were the winning option, and nobody bet them. All right, see you guys tomorrow night. See you guys tomorrow night.